Welcome back to Transport Fever 2 with CasualT Gaming. On this episode, I think what I would like to do is accomplish a couple of things, time permitting. The first one is let's fix Colorado Springs so that it has a nice looping tram system. We've already got a lot of people here to want to take the New Orleans tram, and we've got a few people here who want to take the Modesto tram, and I'm sure there's some people off this part of the city that would like to be able to access either of those. And then actually to the north of the city as well. So the first thing, let's go ahead and put in 2 new bus tram stops. I'm going to go more towards the edge of town, say here, and we'll connect up these 2 roads. And we'll say here. And we will need to upgrade the city streets so that we can make that work. Construction not possible, you say? Well, that just means it's going to get deleted and then build back in. Alright, some people are going to lose their houses, unfortunately. Alright, so now we need the Colorado Springs tram to have a much different route. There we go. Oh, and we need to finish connecting these 2 roads. And we don't want you to do something silly like that, so let's make sure we have a bus stop on both sides. Oh, okay. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to build bus stops on the other side, because we're going to reverse the flow. There we go. And we're probably going to need a couple more trams on that line. And that should do it. Okay, so that gets Colorado Springs up to speed, so to speak. I am going to put, well, we just picked up a lot of people and we are maxing out, so I'm not as worried. About the service here. Okay. Then the next thing I want to do is, now that we've connected all of these southern 2 tiers of cities, I want to do the northern couple of tiers of cities. And we need to decide, do we want to use Joliet to Wichita Falls as kind of the main line, the trunk line through them? I think that's what we might do, and then Aurora is not really connected very well, so we'll end up connecting Aurora. So let's do this connection first. Go to country roads, large, with the electric. they're saying that's probably too tight a turn. Alright, and Joliet's not a small town, so let's make sure we take advantage of that fact. No, I'm sorry, but your house was in the way. And so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna set up a bus stop right here. And then we're gonna set one up right here. And they're two separate stops. And what we'll do is we'll start with a Aurora tram. Oh, not Aurora, Joliet. Hey, wrong Illinois city. And then we will have you know what, we might want to put in a transfer station over here. And in fact, that's what we're going to do. Let's put in a passenger transfer. We'll make it huge. Nah, I don't need to do that. We're going to have how many lines coming in? We're going to have 1, 2, 3 lines coming in. How do we want to build this thing? Well, let's build it a little bit outside of town, I think is the best thing first off. So the Wichita Falls tram will no longer come to Franklin Street. It'll now go up to here. And the Wichita Falls tram will now make a extra stop here. And then we will have the new line from Wichita Falls to Joliet. Then we'll let the autosave finish and save that. And then we'll build our tram station up here, our tram depot. Oh, wrong button. Instead of rotating it, I started sinking it. And we'll buy 4 for Joliet tram. And we'll buy another 6 for Joliet to Wichita Falls. And I guess that is the main difference between using trams and using a train. A train, the cars are going to stop for the train. Using the tram, your tram is just part of the traffic flow. Alright. And we do have people who want to go from Joliet down to Wichita Falls. Now we're going to give them the opportunity to use our transport. Alright. So, Aurora. I mean, Aurora's kind of sparse right now. They don't want to go to Wichita Falls. They don't want to go to Joliet because they really can't get there. Some people do want to go to High Point, and they can take the road down to High Point, which isn't terrible, but it's not all that convenient either. So, let's build country road with electric trams and kind of figure out what's the best direction to head over to Joliet. I mean, we can go through the mountain. We've got plenty of cash. We've got $1 billion in cash. But perhaps it makes sense to go ahead and take advantage of some of the existing infrastructure. And I think that's about as far as we can take advantage of. And they don't like how narrow that angle is, which is fine. Doesn't bother me. I'm just gonna bulldoze because I don't like it either. And I think our target is going to be that straight right there. Perfect. And it's just a little upgrade. And then on this side, in our city streets, we're going to just run down Main Street. This is our Aurora tram. And then that's the Aurora Joliet tram. We'll buy 2 of these for the Aurora tram and get them on their way. And then we'll buy 4 of these for the Aurora Joliet tram. There we go. Now Aurora will be connected nicely. And let's continue doing our expansion building with going out to Hialeah. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go straight through and set up a transport stop right over there. Yeah. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and at least the one from inside the city coming. So let's just do it as a 5er. Not exactly the design I had in mind, but it should work. We'll leave that there for now, and then we'll figure out exactly what we need to do. Hialeah Joliet tram. And then we need to build our trams in Hialeah. Trying to avoid putting them straight on the main streets of the town. And we'll do that. Do that. And that'll be the Hialeah tram. And let's see, which terminals are they taking? Okay, great. That makes a lot of sense. Come in and then continue straight out. Perfect. All right. So that's Hialeah connected now. Alright, at least Hialeah tram is starting to pick up a little bit of traffic. Where are my Hialeah trams? Okay, well, they're finally picking up passengers now, so I guess I shouldn't be too upset. Are we going to connect Hialeah to St. Paul? I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. Although I did kind of assume we were going to build out that way, but that's okay. We have the cash, we have the ability for me to be a little bit silly with money and not have a huge issue. Alright, Santa Ana. Likes to think of itself as a big city, but it really isn't yet. Sorry, I'm just making that up. That's really a criticism of the Santa Ana over in California. But that's neither here nor there. So we've got our loop for this town. And let's go ahead and do... and the Hialeah Santa Ana tram. And I think we're going to take advantage of this split in the road, and we're going to put a transfer station right here, or at the very least a tram depot. Alright, it says we're missing electric tracks. Alright, let's pause the game real quick, take a look. Nope, there's a section right there that never got upgraded. And that solves that one. Perfect. So let's see, if I do this, then I'll have trams coming from 3 directions. All of which need to turn around because they're going to be point to point. Or I can set it up where I have 2 trams, one going in either direction along this route, and then the third tram being the one from over there coming in. Yes. And all I have to do is spin that around because it will achieve the same goal. Okay. All right. Alright, I might have built this too close because, yeah, I'm going to need to go underground. But that is exactly the type of building I want. And we have a new bus that can do 50. Okay, now let's try that one more time. Alright. Pause that real quick. Oh no, I do want that because I do want them to be able to use that. Alright, and perfect. And they're going to stop there now. And then we'll resume the game. Alright, so we've got the track laid for all of these locations. We just don't have all the trams left. I'm going to do one more tram right now into Cambridge, and then we are going to call it a day. And I am going to just kind of go down the main street because I want to set it up so that we can get out of Cambridge, in and out of Cambridge with the minimal fuss. We probably do need a stop down here though. Okay. This is the Cambridge, Santa Ana, what was this city? Hialeah, sorry. So Cambridge, Hialeah, Santa Ana tram. Not 41, 4. Then we'll have if I do that, everything's a left turn. There we go. Everything's a right turn now. Beautiful. Cars have to take the slow route, but my trams do not. So that should encourage people to ride those trams. Okay, folks, this episode's starting to run a little long, so we're going to go ahead and cut it off here. Thank you very much for watching and joining us today. Please comment, like, and subscribe. We will finish off with our very last city connection, Miramar to Cambridge, in just the next episode. And then we will focus on the goods supply and figure out what we need to do to maximize, for instance, this goods factory, which, yeah, not enough plastic. And this one's not enough crude, or not enough oil, and this one's not enough crude. And we've got crude production pretty much maxing out right here. So, yeah, we gotta figure out why we can't ship out some more based on our production. Anyway, that's something we'll have to wait for the next episode. Thank you again for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you guys on the next one.